Okay, so it's late May here in 2021 in Southwest Florida. It's dry as a bone. And it has been dry as a bone for about 2 months, practically no rain. That's not that unusual. This is a drier than normal year. There are some local little ponds at some of our parks that are completely dried up. Yet, let's see what we have here. We have one plant that's green as anything, and I've never watered it. Never watered ever. That's your Chaya. So these are nice green leaves, very ready to eat. Okay, it's a spinach-like substitute, and I've got Chaya everywhere. Never water it. It's been dry as a bone for months. So if you're seriously into preparedness and you live in South Florida and you have a little bit of land, if you don't get Chaya, then it's just you're really not preparing. Okay, because yeah, there's other plants out there that work great, but they need water. And if you were ever to be cut off from water, or it was really expensive and you had to save money, you're out of luck. Okay, this stuff is green as anything. Now, why is that, by the way? Why is Chaya doesn't need water? Okay, in fact, when I send cuttings to people and I sell them on eBay, Etsy, wherever, and I'll put links in the description box for that, that's what I always say in the instructions. Do not water the cuttings. Just stick them in the ground or in a pot. Okay, let me see if I can find a good example here. I'm going to just break a branch. Okay, so I broke this branch. Okay, this is moist inside here. It's like Chaya are like cactus. They hold water. So when it's a really dry time or a very wet time, they're storing water, okay, like crazy. Okay, so they're still moist in here. Now there's a limit, of course. I mean, they couldn't survive in a desert very well. Okay, but these are almost always moist inside, and that's why Chaya are a must-have if you're into serious preparation, homesteading here in Southwest Florida. That's why I've got them everywhere, as you can see. So if I couldn't water for whatever reason, I've got green food everywhere. Okay, you might get sick of eating it, although there's different ways you can prepare it, but I've got it. So just keep that in mind. Chaya, it's really the best deal going. It can handle pretty much all the weather conditions we have here in South Florida. You know, once you start getting a little too far north where you get hard frost, we haven't had a hard frost in several years here, you know, then it gets a little more challenging to keep these things going because they will die back on a hard frost. But they usually will regrow. They might regrow from the ground up. But if frosts aren't a big deal, that's not an issue for you. You got no worries in the drought season here in South Florida. You know, we will be having the monsoon starting here soon. You know, our rainy season could start anytime. It's usually started by now, a little late, but it's not that unusual that it hasn't started yet. It's gone well into June before. And the Chaya will do just great when it's raining too. It doesn't bother them at all. They like hot, humid weather, hot, rainy weather also. But they thrive in this really dry, hot weather where it's hitting 90 degrees, no rain, everything is just dry as a bone. So keep that in mind. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, leave in the description box below. You want to support the channel, check the description box for links. My eBay store, I always sell Chaya cuttings, always have them in stock because I've got so many trees. And you can plant them pretty much any time, all year here in South Florida. There's really no good planting season. You can do it anytime. As long as there's no frost, you can stick them in the ground and they'll grow. All right, we'll see you later.